Welcome. In this video, we're going to show you how to simplify and upscale your reporting so that it's easier to read, easier to make decisions from, and give you the exact information you need. So specifically here, what a lot of people don't know or they don't know how to set up, and they might see other people doing this and want to learn how, is not just track your core goal. So in this first example, we'll show you how to set up your reporting for an opt-in funnel. But you can also have your reports show every step of the funnel. So not just how people initially took action on your ad, but also if they did any follow-up actions. So for example, the first funnel we're looking at here is going to be an opt-in to an upsell funnel. So what that means is you're offering in your ads a free opt-in, a download of a cheat sheet, templates, a downloadable PDF, something like that. It could be a video series. People will opt in, and then on the thank you page, what we typically would see is an upsell offer. A bonus to buy, a special offer for $49, only available in the next 24 hours, something like that. From there, if people are interested in the upsell, they'd click either learn more or buy now, and it would probably take them to a checkout page. And then if they bought from the checkout page, it would take them to the thank you for buying page. So where most people quit on setting up a reporting for this is just in that initial report, all you would see is cost per result and total results. So in this case, you would just be able to see, how many leads you brought in and at what cost. But what you could actually do is have a funnel set up. So you could also at the end here, you could say, okay, here's an example of these are all the people that have opted in from Facebook ads. These are all the people here. You see page visitor, bonus promo, who've hit the upsell offer, maybe it's on a different page, to actually buy the bonus. This is everybody who actually made it to the checkout page, and this is everybody who bought. So by doing this, you can see how your Facebook traffic is flowing through this. So say 100 people opt in, 40 hit your upsell sales page. So that's a 40% conversion rate to get people to click over. Maybe 20% of that traffic, 20% of that 40% get to checkout. And then, only one or two buy. So you can see your entire funnel. And what that lets you do is then make decisions on, if your cost per lead is strong, but you have a big drop off between people opting in and people visiting your sales page or checkout, you might need to improve your offer there or try audiences that react better. But this reporting is a great shortcut to show you exactly what you need in order to improve your funnels beyond the initial goal of opt-ins. Another common setup you see is for webinars. And this can be really helpful. So same thing, I just made this pre-report and we'll show you how to make it. But here you can see, okay, people opt in, they register for the webinar. Then you could also see how many of the people that opted in actually view your webinar, either a live webinar or an evergreen webinar. How many people made it to the webinar replay page. From there, how many people hit the webinar sales page, how many hit the checkout page, and how many buy. So this works both in both cases for an evergreen or a live webinar, but this should let you see the power of this information. So say you're doing an evergreen webinar and you're getting cost per leads you like, but people aren't viewing the webinar live. Maybe there's things you could do in your emails to get people to watch that webinar, without, instead of just a replay. Or maybe what you're seeing is really good numbers as far as people watching the webinar, either on replay or the live or immediate version if it's evergreen, but they're not getting to the sales page. So then you might need to change your pitch during the webinar in order to get people to actually take action. So this gives you a really easy way to always come into your ad account and look at the core numbers you need. And if you look here, you can also set as default, and that then, so you can see here it says set as default. This will be the report that always shows up when you come in to your ad account. Now, if you're wondering how to actually go about building this, it's pretty simple. You're going to create custom conversions for each step of your funnel. So as long as your Facebook audience pixel is placed site-wide on every page, even third-party software, say like Lead Pages or Instapage, anywhere you're using where you need your pixel placed in order to track the traffic you're sending to it, you would come in here and you would click Create Custom Conversion. From all URL traffic from wherever your pixel is placed, you'd paste the URL, and you can just use contains unless you use a similar format for a lot of your URLs, and then it needs to be exact or equals. But you could paste your URL in here. Typically, we name it something very clear. So if it's an opt-in, we usually call it lead-opt-in, and you could name it. If it's just viewing a sales page, usually we type in view in all caps and then the name of the sales page and then the name of the sales page. And then the category just describes exactly what it is. So is it just a view content? Is it a lead? Is it a purchase? And you would do this for every page that people would hit in your funnel. And then once you've built it, you go back to your ads manager. And then you can actually customize your columns and then save your report like I previously showed you. So when you go into your ads manager, right here under columns is where you would customize everything. So you can filter your reports really easily just by showing the things you want to see. And then to customize it, typically you could start with something simple like a performance and clicks. That's standard with all Facebook reporting. And then you would hit customize columns. And then because you built custom conversions, you can come down here to custom conversions and you can select everything you want to show up in your report. And you can see they show up at the bottom here, but then you can drag them in any order you want in order to make it the exact steps of your funnel. And then when you're done, you can either save it from that previous performance dropdown, or you can click right here, save as preset, and name it something. And that way, then you don't have to do this every time. It saves for you. So that's why now I had this webinar funnel report, and I have an opt-in to upsell funnel report, and I can quickly switch between the two, and it changes the reporting I see. So this will really help you in the long term and give you a much clearer idea of how your ads are performing and what to change. Because, for example, you might be seeing a really good cost per lead in one audience, but not a lot of sales, and another audience might have a higher cost per lead, but much stronger sales. So, ultimately, you want to be making money from your ads. So you don't always have to just optimize for the cheapest lead. With this funnel setup, you can actually start turning off audiences or trying new audiences that seem to be converting for sales better. So give this a try. If you have questions, shoot us an email. We're happy to help. And let us know if this helps you make faster and better decisions in your ad reporting.